Yeah, there we are. Alright, we're live. Hello! Professor Bright here, and welcome to our stream. Oddly enough, I don't see a display showing how many people are here. There should be at least one showing up. Just because that's the way I monitor this stream, but... oh well, I'll worry about it later. In the meantime, let's go in, and... this time we're gonna just mostly prepare to deal with, well, Eleutheria, because... I need a lot of echoes, sovereigns, and, well, I say. Let's see, we need to get to Magdalene's, and if we happen to find Caroline, that'd be great as well. On the bright side, we also have the ability to mine, finally, so we'll see what good that does us. Let's see here. Could just go back to Hybris, or go straight to, well, I can't actually go to the Eleutheria transit relay, because I don't have the sovereigns to, get there. But what I could do is actually go back... wait, do I have any sovereigns left? I do. Yeah, real quick, let me get, let's say 2 barrels of fuel. Or just burn off 1 barrel and then, yeah, just do a little bit of terrible maneuvers here. Good. Burn off that last barrel. And good, I'm just going to buy 2 more. I kind of wish you could just buy... actually, can I use that as a way to burn off this last crate of supplies? Nope, doesn't look like. Alright. Anyway, turn down the volume on my end real quick. There you are. Okay. So what I want is to get my hands on some more fuel. And... one more thing of supplies. I might as well feed them something. Okay, there we go. Now it's actually displaying properly. I can monitor things like what I wanted to do. Well. Let's see, we're gonna head north, because I assume that's where Magdalene's and Caroline will be. Hey, you a marauder? Because you look like you're in a dangerous situation, buddy. How's it going? Attackity scout. Well, here's the thing. I might like you guys, but I don't like you so much I'm not gonna go after some extra money. Especially when you are an easy way to get it. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I screwed up the directions on that one. Hey, buddy. Oh, you gonna try to run away? No, you're not. Because you're dead. And I'm gonna go for fuel. Thank you very much. Damn. Pity I lost one of those guys, but, oh well. A pity. It's kind of worth it, though, because if I remember right, fuel was worth 20 sovereigns, whereas crew was just worth 10, so it works out. It's all fine. Alright. Onward to elsewhere. And I gotta remember I can mine now. So I'm gonna have to actually look at all the fun stuff. Huh. Aren't you weird? It's like a crack in there. Anyway. Oh, this gas is vast, and the winds bite. Yes. The sky is vast, rather. Ooh. A cold and flinty part of the sky. Miners dug too deeply here. Is kind of how miners do. And we finally actually got our officers here. Question, does clicking them do anything? It does. Might chat with you later, but right now, let's find out what that is. Oh, you are Lustrum, unless I'm much mistaken. Well, this area looks like Lustrum, I should say. Should specify. Oh, I do have a character point. Yeah, let's do that now, actually. Let's see. What kind of facet do we want? This one gives us mirrors, which is really what I'm after. A promise of days or the august avenues? Promise of days. Her Majesty offered the earliest pioneers to enter the heavens a grant of 30 years if they would build houses and necessities for those who would follow. You were one of the first through the doors to the sky and accepted the offer. How did you spend the Queen's hours? In toil, you helped lay the foundations of London. You dug its sewers, laid its streets, 30 short years to forge an empire from nothing. You took the offered time and fled, leaving your crimes and past behind. While London grew, you explored the wide sky, untroubled by laws or horizons. I mean, there's something honest about that. I'm curious if some of those facet choices will affect the story. The story you generate. Oh, it's just one of these. Oh, well. Well, let's see what's there. Let's see here. Salon stewed gossip in exchange for supplies. I could not use more, so just eat our fill and we'll run along. Also, I should probably find Magdalene's to deal with the whole terror situation. Much to do, little time to do it all in. Oh. You look threatening. Oh, you're just a tackety scout. Well. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with you. Let's go see what the bat found, and if it's nothing, then we'll go, I guess, just west. I think west would be the best choice to get to someplace new. Lustrum, I can leave that. It's one of those take it or leave it kind of situations as far as I'm concerned. Addison Wick. What the heck is Addison Wick? I feel like I remember that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh, it's just a wreckage. Might as well scavenge it and get nothing? Question mark? I don't know. I don't think there's a... Can't remember if this is the kind of game that also has little items you can pick up. Like if you ram into them. Like that kind of game. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But I don't know if they changed that since... You know, I was doing a little series on it. Oh, hi. Whoa, let me get out of your way, buddy. Yeah, you guys have fun with that. Although, if you're gonna do all that damage, I mean, I might as well take advantage. Okay. Could you not hit me, buddy? Remember, Q to the left, E to the right. Q to the left, E to the right. Q to the left, E to the right. Oh, cute and all, but no. Alright, Tackities, come on. Let's get this lumbering beastie dead. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. If you're pissed off because you... Motherfucker. Okay, yeah, I'm a little upset with you guys now. Little sons of bitches, I tell you. How much damage did you guys do to me? You basically destroyed my train. God. Okay. Well, if the Dreadnought kept secrets, they are here. You may gain an unlicensed chart, and I'm curious. Lanterns have all gone out in the suite, and no candles are left to burn. Through the shattered stained glass, lights of far-off stars filter through in iridescent shadows. Among the darkling haze of color, you uncover a chart detailing some very illicit trade routes indeed. Was the Dreadnought on the trail of smugglers, or was it looking to supplement its income far away from London's watchful eyes? A fair question. Second question, why did you guys decide, you know what, we'll just destroy his engine? He doesn't need that. He's not on our side. Ugh. In the grand scheme of things, it's fine, but... oh well. Oh well, it just means we have to avoid combat. Ah, delightful, Magdalene's. Which, if I recall correctly, is not the one I'm looking for, but I might be wrong. Where is it again? There you are. It is Magdalene's. Wonderful. Now let me be very careful, because we have a little bit of a problem, what with ourselves being nearly destroyed multiple times. Okay, I'm just gonna slide in there. Just slide in there. Don't. Can't even scratch our little ship here. The House of Small Comfort. Well, the bazaar first. Ooh. Delightful. But no, Let's see here. Magdalene's provides comfort and sympathy to the weary Skyfarer. Its host will tell you any lie you need to hear. Some of those lies require flowers. The amenable host wants up to 3 sacks of verdant seeds and will pay 80 sovereigns for each, and I have them. Enjoy. The amenable host beams impeccably. Just what we needed, though I must admit I do miss roses and lilies and bluebells. Still, these celestial blooms have their own virtues. Some of them weep, you know. He pays you a generous gratuity. Delightful, actually. I did not know that was an option. But cool. Ministry-approved literature. I think I had... Hum. I think I had a use for that, but I don't remember exactly. The thing I'm looking for is basically getting that savage secret, really. But, well. Anyway, Magdalene's is the closest thing many Skyfarers have to a home. It offers services to alleviate the strain of spending a life spent too close to the stars. Bit of awkward phrasing there. The glass spires of Magdalene's pierce the clouds like swords. Wow. Okay, one moment, please. Gonna get some water. Wasn't feeling all that dehydrated, but I don't know, starting to stumble over my words. The stained glass clock tower presides over the cluster of buildings as a Mother Superior would over her wayward charges. Shadowed figures can be seen moving through the gleaming corridors, their identities obscured by the hued glass. Crowds of Skyfarers, ministry officials, and merchants mill about the forecourt, in varying degrees of distress. All watch the clock, waiting for their appointed hour. We will... How much will this cost me exactly? You unlock this with an unlicensed chart. You needed 0. Curious. Well, deliver the Sky Madden Captain either way. You rescued him from a defeated marauder. Here he can get help. Yes, a vision of the heavens and some decreased terror, both are useful. The nurses bring a stretcher to carry the Sky Madden Captain from your train. He'll receive the care of Magdalene's finest. At least, Magdalene's finest with a sense of charity, given that he has nothing on him to pay for their ministrations. Write our port report, of course. Magdalene's is a popular destination. Someone will no doubt be interested to know how things are here and who has been seen here. Magdalene's is abuzz with activity. Barely has the clock chimed than a clamor goes up at the front desk. Guests rushing to and from appointments. Lord 5 letters was seen in conversation with the amenable host. The east wing was closed for general access all day. A certain distinguished admiral was seen with his second-in-command entering one of the chambers of regret. Several guests succumbed to an excess of sentimentality and were forcibly removed. Let's speak with an attendant. Might as well see if there's any profitable uses here. The staff of Magdalene's promised treatments for the deleterious effects of the high wilderness. Loneliness, desperation, folly, regret, and love. An attendant in the foyer schedules appointments with the aid of a hefty daybook and a very accurate clock. They are eager to explain the procedures and the rules that govern here. This is a hospital for the spirit. Our staff will become the person you need. Here you may say farewell to a doomed comrade, resurrect an old love, spar with a defeated enemy, all for a fair price, but do not overindulge. Our services are to heal, not to become an addiction. Talk to patients being discharged. They exit the treatment chambers, fresh from their encounters with attendants, in the guise of their most personal memories. Some leave smiling, others weeping. No one can resist looking back behind them, even for just a peek. Oh. Curious. Some smile, the others weep. One lady has a terrible gleam in her eye, another a recording device. Worrisome. An elderly grand dame is haranguing an attendant. Yes, but where's my husband? That gentleman was most assuredly not he. Hushed murmuring follows, interrupted by a loud cry. No, I did not misunderstand the rules. He's joined your staff. Huh. Curious. Anyway, seek treatment for your condition. You've been out here too long, you've seen too many things. And that is very much true. The attendant purses his lips when you finish. This is a case of some severity. Follow me. His golden hair catches in the reflected light as he leads you along a tunnel of silvered glass. Our most skilled staff work in these rooms. Some trained actors lacking suitable stages in the wilderness, others former employees of the parlor in Old London. He fumbles with a set of keys before pulling open a set of heavy bronzewood doors. It's best to isolate the noise. Now, here we are. I'm sorry, the parlor in Old London, you say? Curious. Because as I recall, the parlor, Well, was the parlor the place that had the children of her her renewed majesties most trustworthy people? Maybe not. Doesn't matter. In these somber chambers of red and gold painted glass, the worst failings of the heart are treated. Weak sobbing can be heard behind closed doors. Huddled figures lurk behind the stained glass. The attendant's candle... Oh, dearie me. A moment, please. The attendant's candle gutters, sending shadows skittering through the hallways. He sets his candle down on a little table before a long hallway and turns to you. Whoever you need, you can find behind one of these doors. I do need her renewed majesty, for reasons. Yes, really. You've been invited to a garden party at the palace. You are escorted to the lawn by a senior footman, where you are introduced to a social climbing duchess and a disgraceful viscount. You exchange witticisms together while a footman refills your glasses. The peal of a single trumpet interrupts your conversation. You and the other guests are shepherded into a line as her enduring majesty passes by. She favors you with a wintry gaze before proceeding to more important guests in the marquee. Curious. Curious. Speak with a watcher by the station. He stares at your crew as they disembark your engine. He turns away when none emerge holding anything. He's clearly agitated. Sorry, the man apologizes. Didn't mean to stare. It's just we've been waiting for a delivery from London. Really important supplies. Don't suppose you might be heading anywhere near the relay to Albion, would you? If you could check if anything's happened to it, we'd really appreciate it. I mean, we could. My question is how much money is involved in that, because I only need another, 300? 304 sovereigns to get out of this place. A meeting with the amenable host, the founder and master of ceremonies at Magdalene's. He has requested you by name. Oops, sorry, should have read that. The amenable host is reclining on a couch of crushed velvet, a goblet of sparkling wine in his long fingers. Somewhere in the tower above him, the great clock ticks away. His atrium is always open to guests. He regularly indulges all manner of complaints, friendly criticism, and suggestions. Today he has a headache. Listen to his request. He beckons you close. His voice is soft and sibilant, like butter melting in candlelight. It seems there is a guest who has become rather too attached to a particular attendant. He always requests that the same attendant appear in the same guise. The amenable host's lips curl in distaste. He reiterates the aim of Magdalene's, a place of healing, a place of sanctuary, a place of respite. It was never intended to feed a broken heart. That is an unhealthy state in which to linger. This guest brings sickness. I would have him purged. I have a dossier on our guest, if you're interested in helping. I believe this involves me getting some money, so sure. Take the lachrymose guest's dossier. The amenable host has requested help in removing a customer who is blurring the boundaries of healer and patient. The amenable host's smile washes across his face like a wave destroying a sandcastle. I'm so glad you can help us. He produces a thin sliver of pages and passes them to you. I'd recommend taking on the role of one of our attendants, and in so doing, playing the role of someone significant to him. The amenable host sighs, reaching for his goblet. He knows all our attendants by voice now. Someone new is needed. Magdalene's house of small comfort. Come. Deal with the lachrymose guest. He stands on the threshold of the treatment chambers, his hands trembling. The attendants on duty have been briefed as to your involvement. How do you plan to deal with him? A treatment chamber has been emptied for you, should you wish to adopt a guise from his past. Alternately, he is stood right there. He does not seem to have noticed you, his eyes boring through the doors of the treatment rooms. Approach this directly. Disguises have caused the poor sod enough trouble. The lachrymose guest's eyes widen as you approach. Has there been a problem? You invite him to sit. Stiff brandies are ordered. You recount your own share of heartbreaks and tragedies, how you found yourself here, and you make clear that despite all that, you will be leaving. He nods slowly, and after a quick shake of your hand, walks away towards the station. He does not look back. For the best. I return to the amenable host. He's currently available. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. The attendant leaves you just as the clock begins to chime. Yes, crushed velvet, etc. For better or worse, he will not be returning to Magdalene's. Delightful. The amenable host smiles beatifically. Of course, my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade when our clients can no longer separate identity and illusion. He breathes out, his sigh echoing across the atrium like a loosed bird. It is a trap any of us could fall into. Here, take this. He fishes around beneath his couch for one of his goblets. It'll fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks. Do visit us again. And we could, but that's enough of that for now. We have business to attend to, mostly the business of not dying, which has been made more difficult by our little friends. But we will survive, probably. Let's see. What'd you find? A thing? Okay, let's see what the thing is. Hopefully, we'll eventually find Carolon. Fingers crossed and all of that. Ooh, the real problem I'm going to have is getting to... Ooh. When I get to Eleutheria, I need to get to their central port right away, because I am bad at managing my hull, so... Yeah, not having a place to repair is going to be a real problem. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Also, I don't think you're mineable. I think you are something else. Butchery, right. Well. Harumph. I guess we'll keep going. Anything else? Come on, little scout. Find me something. Find me something useful. In a right mood, I must have found something. Something to crave. I better not be that, because you already found that. I'm gonna be upset if that's what it is. I'm not seeing anything on the map, guys. It's... Nope. Gonna give that a wide berth. Gonna give you plenty of space, little guy. Don't know why you're frozen there. I assume it's something went wrong during loading, but I couldn't tell you. All I know is I don't want to deal with that. Alright, if I can find one more port... Damn it. But yes, if I can find one more port, I get one more port report, and we'll technically have enough to actually head back. Actually, hold up. Yeah, I don't have any special cargo at this point, but I do have some things I could sell that have been stored away, so we'll see. We shall see. I think I'm about to find something horrible. Just got a feeling. Or maybe it'll be something to mine. Maybe it won't be terrible. Maybe it'll be something beneficial to us. Who's to say? Ah, dearie me. Nope. Something useless. Although over here... there is something. Yeah. Guys, you know this. You knew this was happening. Don't shout, don't complain, don't say anything. They knew what was happening. See, I hit scavenge and then nothing happens. Like, I don't get anything out of that, as far as I can tell anyway. No hull, nothing. Curious. Let's see what we find. Really, nothing in the whole sky, huh? Why don't I believe that? The candle wind? What? Oh shit, the candle wind drains our food. Shoot. No, no, no. Get out, 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 go, 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 go. A little bit faster. Oh, come on now. Don't get me in that. I don't want to hear it. Yay, supplies. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go right to New Winchester, get ourselves repaired. Because, yeah. And maybe we'll be able to sell some stuff that... Ooh, what are you, friend? Tell us about this place. What have you found, friend? Huh. I see signs of civilization, but nothing else. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like... I could do one of these little dash things, but I wasn't sure which direction we were dashing in, so I was like, I do believe this must be a port, right? Because we have all these little lighthouses and civilization around this place. Yes? Maybe? I mean, maybe not, but maybe. Well, this doesn't look good at all. Oh, this looks destroyed. Oh, good. Yeah, shush. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware, guys. Guys, I'm aware. What'd you find, little guy? Nope, not the main menu. This. I'm guessing this is more supplies. But we'll see. So far, I'm not impressed with what our scout's finding. Oh, great, another wreck that we can't do anything about. Yeah, it's just... that got me nothing. Unless it's getting me experience, I guess. Maybe, but I wouldn't know, so... Oh, well, a bit of a waste of time. Well, I say that. Let's go to Palmer and Plenty's Inconceivable Circus. Let's get the port report there, and then we'll head out back to New Winchester, fix ourselves, and maybe get ourselves over to Eleutheria today. Which would mean I'd have to change the title of the stream, but meh. No great loss either way. I'm not the only one hearing that, right? Or seeing this. Oh dear. This does not look like it used to. Yes, let's get ourselves over to this, Palmer and Plenty's. I'm on the wrong side of it. Nope. Other way. There we go. And dock. You kids got anything? Bargain bronze, would you say? Well, that's profitable. I'll take that. And, I mean, the prices are the same, so... 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Mr. Menagerie's here. But does his list change? Ooh. Mr. Menagerie is keen to tell you a tale from its collection, but it requires payment first. Charity is a crime, the punishment severe. Mr. Menagerie gestures to the spindle of rock that anchors the circus like a stone weighing down an escaping balloon. Once we gathered here, we held our bargains and boasted of our chiefs. Our bands displayed the finest of goods. Our magnanimity was sharp as knives. All knew our worth. Then the light came. They made of our grounds sport, a dancing place, a laughing place. They made bargains of their own. And now you do the same, it rasps in tones of mild reproach. Curious. Acquire nothing. There's nothing for me to acquire. Oh, sorry. Read the note. Where are you headed? We journey to the feasting hall of an old master. Its ruins have outlived it. Not sure. Feasting grounds, probably Avalon? Not Avalon. What the devil was your name? Port Avon. Not Avalon. Avon. Completely different. Now write our port report, get ourselves some money. And, I don't think that's a good idea. Purchase tickets to the circus, though. A bored urchin in a dusty top hat waits to take your money. Yeah, thanks, kid. Visit the amusements. They should be enjoyable. Most of the stalls here are empty. Their owners either asleep or long since gone. You gamely make the most of them. From the Hall of Mirror, there is only one, to the Whack-A-Rat game, currently closed due to the rats having unionized. At least the day proves quiet, with nothing actively trying to kill you. In the high wilderness, that alone counts as a vacation. Attend another performance. What wonders await you this evening? Oh dear. The tent is barely any more populated than the last show. The ringmaster does his best, fixing a wide grin under his mustache, as he introduces what passes for the acts. The humiliated magician's attempt to saw his assistant in half comes to an unfortunate end. High above, the bereaved acrobat again performs their half of the routine, for a tiny amount of applause. Afterwards, the pensive clown trips into the spotlight, dropping the ball he juggles. It's silent enough to hear him hit the floor. It ends when the headstrong strongwoman lifts a very large barbell over her head. She repeats this several times when the crowd's reaction isn't as enthusiastic as she'd have liked. The show ends with a smattering of reluctant applause. Speak to the ringmaster. He puts on a good face for the customers, but he's clearly troubled. I could have told you that. Oh my. The ringmaster looks relieved to see a familiar face. Oh, thank God, we've got a show to put on, and one of my biggest acts is throwing a tantrum. No. He pauses, toying with his exquisitely managed mustache as he looks you up and down. I don't suppose you've ever considered stepping into the ring yourself. These all seem like terrible choices for me. Offer your services as a lion tamer. You have nothing to fear from some flea-bitten beast. On the other hand, circus work is beneath you, but not your crew. How much of an asshole boss do I feel like being? Not enough. Let's be a lion tamer. Whip in hand, you stare down the circus's one remaining lion. It makes it clear that when it comes to meat, there is meat that it respects and meat that it does not. Afterwards, the ringmaster claps you on the shoulder. Excellent. Well, terrible. Never do that again. But please, come and see me behind the tents. Oh, dearie me. That's some good stuff. Alright, go behind the tents. You're welcome everywhere here. The carnies nod to you as you pass. Beyond the performers and the permanent audience, the circus is deserted. Everyone keeps their quarters unless they're practicing the show. Despite the Calliope music, the mood back here is closer to that of a mausoleum. Oh, visit the ringmaster's caravan. The door is open. From inside you can hear the constant ruffling of a deck of cards. The ringmaster is sat on a fat cushion, idly shuffling a worn pack of playing cards. He smiles warily at you. Ask the cards about you. He draws from the top of the deck, sets them on the table. They say you can help. He then places them back into the deck and bids you shuffle and draw for yourself. The cards are the same. He smiles the same weary smile. Looks like they haven't changed their minds. Oh. Aren't you intimidating, sir? The ringmaster shuffles, cuts, and deals the cards. This is what work I can offer you. Accept a commission to repair the magician's props. Accept a commission to reclaim the acrobat's twin. Or purchase costumes for the clown. Or post flyers for the strong woman. Ideally, the strong woman's act is to lift unusual objects brought in by the crowd. The problem is, no one knows they're supposed to bring something. The ringmaster leans under his desk to pick up a fat bundle of posters. He drops them with a thud. We need these slapped all across the Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve and New Winchester. I could do one of those things. Would talk to everybody, but I have a bit of a bigger thing in mind, you see. So, let's head elsewhere. Oh, no, 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 no. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Can't afford to damage anything, because I can't afford to repair it. Ah, dear. Let's see, we have 125 sovereigns. I don't think we're gonna make enough money. Not quite enough. Well, maybe. Because we have 175 times 3, which is, let me think here, 350, 425? Sounds right. 425 in the hold, plus 200 from our port reports, 625. Not quite enough just with that, but if I sell the stuff I have in storage, we might be able to make ourselves, yeah, we might be able to make our way to Eleutheria today. Mind you, we won't be prepared to go to Eleutheria, but, I mean, when's that ever stopped me? Yeah, what's about this abandoned homestead? Something useful? More sovereigns, perfect. Probably should have read about that hidden treasure, but, no great loss. Let's see here. Doing pretty good on everything else. Are there maybe upgrades I want to make? Let's see, I have a bridge slot and plating slot. Yeah, the extra plating would be nice, actually. I say. By the way, don't I have someone who can go there? No, not you. No, I don't. No quartermaster and no mascot. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, New Winchester's nearby. It'll be fine, guys. It'll all be fine. Everything is going to be just fine. We're perfectly safe. There is nothing we need to worry about because we're safe and fine, and everything's fine. Oh, jeez, give me a heart attack. Nope. Gotta be careful about this, because any single crash will kill us, and I'll be very sad about that, because I don't want to have to do all this again. No, really, I just have to go back from Palmyra and Plenty, which isn't that far away, but meh. Let's get right up in this. Okay. So yeah, repair the locomotive for obvious reasons. Fully repair it, of course. Delightful. Alright, so to the bazaar. No. Although that deal to... Ooh. I have a bank, yes? Where's the bank? Ooh, okay, real quick, let's take a look at this. Bronzewood for Port Avon. Pay for 5 consignments of bronzewood to furnish the village team with bats, bales, stumps, shin pads, and protective cups to minimize damage to delicate areas. And I have 4 of them already, so it's like... I mean, come on, it's probably the best way to do this, so... Yeah, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna take you out of storage. You, I'm gonna take out of storage to sell. Let's see, where's that chorister nectar? Get rid of that. Wolvesy Station. New Winchester, I think it was? Yes. Attend the grand premiere. Ooh, I would, but also not just yet. Yeah, put up a flyer for the strong woman, of course. You post your flyers on top of posters for productions of Odin's Horse and the revival of the Painted Youths of Somerset, A Merry Farce. Whether the public will take notice is anybody's guess, but you've done your job. No. Victory Hall, there we are. Here, have some port reports. And since you are so very grateful, I'll take that savage secret, please. She leans close before she speaks. Her voice is low and laden with tobacco. She shares what she knows of several motions that have not yet reached the assembly floor. Some would make changes to laws that is helpful to know about in advance. Now, my question then becomes... how do we want to handle this? It's an auxiliary slot. I don't really want that. Well, I mean, I want it, but I can't have it. Additional cargo bay, you say? God, that would be so useful, though. Hum. Nope. No. We'll be fine with what we have, I'm sure. Let's go to the pedal port, I believe, sells bronzewood, and then if we go there, get our bronzewood, we go to Port Avon, and we sell all 4. I'm sorry, I did take all 4, yes. We sell all 4 of those, 5 of those consignments of bronzewood, and we'll be fine. All will be well in just a moment. As soon as we make this little detour. And then, I think we actually make it to Eleutheria this stream, actually. Which I'm kind of, hesitating about. Could have made it Thursday if I hadn't been sick, but, oh well. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. What is. What was. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Although things do get a little bit weird up in, well, the high wilderness. Got weird in the Neath, too, but, well, that's neither here nor there. Ooh, hello, detour. What is up here? Is it something I can mine? Because I bought the ability to mine, but I haven't been able to use it at all, which is starting to disappoint me immensely. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine, really. I'm sure I'll get some use of it sometime, eventually. Yeah, sky's cold and watchful, so am I. Something to crave, which is probably useless to me. Curious. How's our terror situation? Not that bad. Eat your fill, I guess. I guess I don't really need more supplies. I don't really have room for... Well, I guess I have room for them, but... Meh. It's one of those things, if they starve, they starve. It's fine. They'll be fine. Eventually. Ooh, Okay. Oh, hello, what are you? Oh, you're, yeah, you're a problem. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's not do that. As much fun as that is, no. Alright. Come on, fire. Really? I mean, if you're not, I will. Okay. And if I can just get a broadside shot, yes! Damn it. Alright. Oof, that was a mistake. Oh, that was an even bigger mistake. Yeah. We're taking more damage. I am going to go ahead and loot the whole Visions of Heaven. A silver idol rests inside the cage. 4 wings extend from its hunched shoulders. Made from moonstone, your navigator says in a hushed voice, to amplify the light of the stars. Meh, you say so. I feel like that should be a thing of value instead of what it is, but, oh well. It's fine. In the grand scheme of things, it's fine, but, oh well. Moving along. Titania always called them. Who was them? Little devil man? By the way, can we talk? No, I needed, well, to have kept the chorister honey, but, well, that's neither here nor there now. By the way, the incognito princess, I am curious, actually. From the tiara-crested brow downwards, there's nothing about the incognito princess that is not incandescent. She's like the sun, and about as dangerous to anything in the vicinity. Wherever the princess goes, she looks around with a surplus of curiosity and a complete lack of care. And seeing as I cannot sell these, prove oneself a fit confidant. While she seems incapable of discerning between the two, the incognito princess seems intrigued by any mention of daring-do and abyssal horror. Thrilled by your tales, the princess invites you to her quarters. I have a secret, she says, removing her tiara before donning a second, more expensive tiara. Oh dear. I am Queen Victoria's daughter. What? She says. I trust your discretion. I have several questions. It's a considerable ask. This must be the captivating princess, the daughter of Victoria who dwells in a miasma of rumors of excess, ranging from red honey to cannibalism. I mean, is that excessive? I mean, I indulged in one of those. A half-asphyxiated starling has somewhere found its way aboard. It flies to her hand. She pets it gently. One is traveling to broaden one's mind before one takes on a new role. It would be a delight to meet with the engineers who keep the eternal ball of perdurance tick-tocking away. She smiles. You find yourself outside. Something new at perdurance, huh? Yeah, okay. You're not going to find much new at perdurance. It's the same day repeated. Ad nauseum. Oh yes, delightful. The gathered Titanians resemble a pleasant meadow, though instead of wildflowers blooming from blades of grass, they peek out from strands of hair. You are joined on stage by the efflorescent dandy, who is quickly finishing an apple. You're also joined by the sovereign misanthrope, whose smile is so forced it's practically a grimace. He didn't appreciate sharing his British sensibilities with an inferior aesthetic, but it was somewhat mollified by the amount of good English history contained in the library's acquisition. The rhapsodic mayor presents you the ceremonial scissors. Cut the ribbon for the library of yore. It is complete. The crowd cheers. They are quickly shushed by the librarians. However, when they open the doors, the crowd rushes in to peruse the stock. The shelves are logs carved out and stacked tall. Other trees, planted in the library center, store books in their hollows. It is a complete history of the Empire. All books, official and unofficial, approved and banned, historical and apocryphal, have found their ways onto the shelves. If London were to be wiped from history, leaving behind only this library, it would be possible to relive its past and recreate it in its entirety. For better or worse. Oh, damn it. Well, dies irae, dies opus, and the air will sound a different song, the playing of indolent harps no more, but the furious beating of wings which are the hymns of carnage. Lo, how the multitudes scatter before it. But there is no safe horizon to which they may flee, for the chorister hive is now the sky, and the sky doth crash upon Titania. Well, rally to the defense of the Sovereign School. The bees of Armageddon have come to swallow Titania, but you'll be damned if they take down good British architecture. Well, standing the Saturnine Theater... God fucking damn it. Okay, silence in the space of half an hour. Plainsong drowns the lamentation and the fury in the mind. All the world joins death's hymnal. Those who proudly defy their fate and those who beg for wretched mercy. Those who raise their arms, those who buckle their knees. The chorister hive takes the lyrics of poets yet unwritten, the unsung songs from lips now forever silent. It is only iron and fire that quietens the voice of carnage. But lo, the song ends only by its own accord. Once the nectar is gathered, the hive departs, and there is a lasting silence. You lost the Library of Yore. One standing of the Library of Yore, new total 4. Okay, question mark. Hold up, write the poor report. Yeah, that's delightful. If I go to Bloombauer... The road is shaded by the lush... The road is shaded by the lush canopy of newly installed royal oaks, but the homes have suffered from the chorister bees. Repairs have been slowed by grief. Ooh. Oh, but the home... Offer an exhibit to the Library of Yore. Even just a snippet of London life will keep them occupied for an inordinate amount of time. Oh, I could have gotten a savage secret this way. The scandal you pass on involves a certain Lady D, but then when does it not involve Lady D? And while it may be old news in London, the story is new to Titania, and though it has already lost the imagination of the London's public, The Titanians are enthralled by the deceit and the heroism of the Queen's courtiers. Question. Tor Bloombauer with the rhapsodic mare. How's everyone getting on? The Titanians shuffle wide-eyed through their streets. They look like failing actors in a production going desperately wrong, badly pretending that all is well as the sets are falling down behind them. Delightful. Moving along. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I did want to buy something. Oh, you only have chorister nectar. Shoot. I had hoped you, well... Oh, well. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine, because... Well... Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine, because I can still sell part of the order, I suppose. It looked like I could anyway. We'll find out in a moment. To Port Avon, please. Fast as you can. Fast as you can. There are great works to do. I'm sorry, what? Discontent. A junior signaler receives a dose of medicinal port in the infirmary after seeing a frozen corpse spin past a portside window. Not an unheard of sight. The skies are dangerous. The experience has shaken him. The dead are hungry, he says. We need to make an offering, or he'll come back and knock it at the hull. Stuff and nonsense. The crewman returns sheepishly to duty. You notice that he jumps every time debris clangs on the hull. It is debris, you're almost certain. I mean... It's probably fine. Your scouts discovered something out in the sky. Again, I don't know why these... I think something must have glitched out, and I'm okay with that because... Oh, man. They were a pain in the ass not that long ago. Let's see here. Come. What have you found me? Is something actually useful? Oop. The detritus of yet another skirmer in the Winchester War. Oh, it's probably just a wreck then. A wreck which will proceed to give me nothing. Yep. I saw that twitch. Oh, Mourn the Dead? I need to get rid of terror, really, so... No. Well, not that, but I saw that one move. Oh, bees! Bees. I have use for chorister nectar. Oh, wait, you... Oh, do you eat those? Oh, that's fun. I was hoping to actually get a chance to shoot you, but... Well... Nope. Made a mistake there. Yeah, that's fascinating and all, but I'm kind of in a bit of a bigger problem situation thing. Shoot him. Alright, that's swarm number 1 done. Go. Get me some nectar. Yay, sovereigns. God save the Queen and all that. More accurately, God save us from the Queen, but, well. Nope. Oh my. I appear to have found where all of the chorister bees are coming from. I mean, as much fun as that probably is, just get to Port Avon. Come on. We have a higher calling. Mildly higher calling. A slightly higher priority task to deal with. Ooh, excuse me. No. No. Don't you dare. I have not the patience, nor the time. Okay. I mean, if you insist, we will do this. It will be to our detriment, but we will do this. First things first, though. Yeah, while we're shooting this guy, just head out there and give me some more sovereigns. Yeah, I lost a crew member, but probably for the best, really. Nope. killing me here. Come. We both know how this will end. It will be poorly for you. And for me, really, but mostly for you. Alright, let's see what unusual cargo they had. Distressingly odored barrel and... oh. You pry the lid off. Dear God, what the blazes? Your navigator posts the thing inside with a big stick until assured that it's dead. Fortunate. Quite fortunate that it is dead. Now, let's go ahead and... where was Port Avalon again? Yes. South a little bit. Just a wee bit. Come. Let's get to where we need to go. Nope, a little bit north. Well, we have to be a little bit south, but we were a little bit north of where we need to be. Ah, dearie me. Come on. Alright. I mean, we could visit all those places, but first... hold on to that thought. Now we're going to sell these many. Wow, that is quite the price. Oof. Okay, well, anyway. Now that we are incredibly wealthy, let's head on to New Winchester. Maybe get some upgrades? Maybe get a new... maybe we get a new locomotive. Maybe. We shall see. We'll see what tempts me. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Forgot to get a port report there. Yep. Go back. Come on. Got one small minor detail to clean up. And then we all set. Port Avalon Dock, I think it is. Ah, Mr. Menagerie's here. Out of curiosity, listen to a story of things past. Mr. Menagerie gestures to the ruins that loom over the port like the Sphinx outside Thebes. We were in service here long ago, a bargain struck with the old king in the woods. We served at table, procured deliciousness, watched, witnessed, feared. Freedom is better. Freedom is better, he repeats, in tones of mild admonishment. Oh. Curious. But unfortunately I can't really afford any of this, so... ooh, wait, I could have afforded the bat. Oh well. We'll share exotic gossip, I suppose. Write our port report. And that will be it, because I don't want to become unwelcome here, because I would potentially like to exploit this place further. Potentially, just in case, maybe. You know. We'll see what happens. Alright, onward. Onward to elsewhere. I think I should get an overlay for this. Oh, sorry. Just, yeah, work alongside the crew. Sure, why not? I know, we're terrified. We're going insane. It's fine, though. Really, it's quite alright. But yeah, I'm thinking about commissioning an overlay. Well, I guess I could go with one of the generic ones, but I don't know. I kind of want something custom. Yeah. Something to consider for later. Ideally before Tuesday, which is when our next stream is going to be. We shall see. Oh. I mean, I am so very hungry, you know. Delicious. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to resupply on supplies in a big way. Actually, one of the reasons I'm not well, Let's see what options we have before I make any pronouncements. Because I kind of want a new locomotive, but I also need more hull capacity, or hold capacity. And more hull, but also more hold. Victory Hall? Hey, check it out. Thank you. And now, we'll debate that one later. Let's see here. Let us sell that and these, and purchase at least 6 fuel and 3 supplies. Maybe 4. Will be nice 5. And now I wonder. Repair the locomotive. Alright, we have 1,900. Ooh, that gives us 1,100 to actually spend on a new craft. Or we could always do this, but oh man, that's... I mean... It's one of those I could... I say. What's in the bank? Nothing useful. Tell you what we do. This is relatively cheap, right? Yeah, plus 6 hold, but what? Oh, I'm sorry, what? Requires irons at 25. What are my irons at? 33. Okay. So we'll buy the expansive wardrobe, and that'll be it. Because I can't really afford anything more. You're gonna... Thank you. Okay. So that having been done... Yep, I've got my savage secrets. I've got everything I can essentially get. Let me fill up on crew. Let's put it up to 10 and 7 supplies. Oh. Did I not... Oh, it just didn't show up there. Okay. Yeah, make it 8, because we're going to lose 1 right away. Okay. And now, nothing for it but to get to Eleutheria. I'm kind of surprised we're going to make it there today, but onward. Let's go in, let's explore a bit. See what there is there, eh? Oh, maybe not. Maybe we turn a little bit. There we go. Cool that we hadn't discovered that before, but oh well. Whatever, it's fine. Oh yeah, cruise control. Duh. What am I doing? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe there's no reason for me to go to either of these ports, Palmer and Plenty's or Hybris, yes. Because if I recall correctly, I couldn't sell port reports from a different region at the main port of the region. I couldn't sell reach ports, port reports at Albion, if I recall correctly. Which I might be wrong about, but we'll see. We shall see. It'll probably be fine. Probably. Or maybe it won't be. We will find out. No. Oh, right. Yes. Thank you. All right. Let's get going. One of your crew moves her cap and remembers of those who died in this span of the sky. What? I guess it's during the Winchester War, but also, I say. Let's get to Eleutheria, and we'll see what happens there. I'm sure it will be fine. Probably. I mean, it's just like a more horrifying version of the Reach, right? Haha, yes. Oh, remind me, can I turn off the light? I can. Good, but there's no button to do that. So I'm gonna have to hit L. Can I rebind to that? Like, real quick. Light toggle. I don't know what I would make that, but you know what? Am I using C for anything? Yeah. I'm using it for cruise control, but honestly, I don't use that much. Yeah, we'll leave L for now. Just because it's across from where I usually have my fingers, so it's like, it's not a good place for that to be, but okay. It'll be fine, I'm sure. I say through clenched teeth. Oh, hey. Wow, from New Zealand. Hey, Iceberg. How's it going? Really, from New Zealand? Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just surprised that people from all the way over there... I know we have some people who have, like, Swedish or Norwegian names in my comment section over on YouTube, but it just surprises me, like, who shows up and who doesn't. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie, dear me. Also, sorry if it looked like I was ignoring you, I just noticed you now. There will be a bit of a lag between what's happening in the game and me actually seeing messages, just because... I mean, if you're on Twitch, you know how streaming works, I assume, so... No sense talking about it. There we go. Let's correct our course. And you've chosen a pretty good time to come, because we're just going to get to Eleutheria right now. Which I'm sure will be fine. All will be well. I say as two tacky scouts just show up out of nowhere. I thought those were marauders. I was going to be real upset for a minute, but now I'm fine. Now we are fine. Can we move a little bit faster, though? Because I kind of want to get to Eleutheria. It's, you know... It would be nice if we made it there. Sometime today. I wonder, is there... Oh, sorry. Keep going, but... There isn't really an engine slot, is there, anymore? No. That's kind of a shame. I liked in Sunless Seas when you could actually get a decent engine and you would move ridiculously fast. Although, counter-argument, I guess... this game has a little bit more complex control with its combat system. So if you go too fast, that's not as good as... Yeah, okay, I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, but yes, going too fast would be a problem. On the other hand, you could just have like a travel speed versus a combat speed. I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, I suppose it doesn't matter. Oop. Oh, that's a marauder. And also we're going the wrong way. Which is a little bit off from where we need to be. Man, this music just makes me feel so safe. Oh, yeah. It's like 11 p.m. over here, so... Oh, dearie me. A stone edifice, scintillant with sigils, is encased in a contrivance of steel and brass. This is a Singh-Jenkins relay, which we've read before, so, well, we're just gonna buy ourselves a travel permit, yes? The superintendent eyes you sullenly from behind his bronzewood kiosk. The unkempt man greets you with a groan. When you inquire about the cost of a travel permit, he winces. Could you be quieter? The whiff of alcohol offers an explanation as to his troubles. It's a work of many minutes for him to deposit your funds into a wall safe and fill in 2 separate ledgers, one stamped with the Eagle's Imperium emblem. Questions. He passes you an ornately marked vellum scroll. Might look nice, but they don't fit in my filing cabinet. Bloomin' Empyrean show-offs. He apparently feels no need to be polite about London's once ally, even though it was Empyrean technology that helped open the door to the heavens. Curious. Very curious, actually. So would that have been the Khanate, then? Huh. Well, let's travel to Eleutheria and find out. The workers here suffered from unremitting tedium. Relieve their ennui and they'll send you on your way. Sure. We may not be able to return here for some time. Fortunately, had a chance to resupply. So let's go. It's not the date that it was. I mean, that's how time works, so... Neat. The superintendent listens attentively, even takes notes. He has no intention of forgetting the slightest detail when recounting it to his subordinates. When you're done, he's almost friendly, going so far as to walk you back to your locomotive. You're barely aboard when the hour looms start up. The machinery grinds and stirs, the steam vents, the sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. Onwards! To elsewhere. This is safe. This feels very safe. Well. The new zone's theme? Darkness. Like a grim, dark place. That's all I know about it. It's apparently very more Lovecraftian, whereas the Reach is more like nature untamed, and London is an industrial hellspace. Oh yeah, this seems suitably Lovecraftian. Well, here we are. We are in Eleutheria. I'm sorry, hold up. What was that? I'm going to turn up the volume real quick on my end. Oh yeah, I hear that. That's the sound of like a... What the devil are you? The Picaroon Terminus. I'm sorry, I hear this like scraping noise. I mean, I said grim dark. It's more of like a Lovecraftian dark. Although, you know, I say that, but also look at this. Oh dear. Well, let's send the bat out into this. I mean, oh god, this is not pleasant. Well, what have we... Main menu. God, hate that. That's not on my legend. So, what's that? You find me a moon? Also, was I drifting? Ugh. Sorry, the way the background in the top part moves. Oh, there's like a wind pushing me. Oh, dear. Well, this is unpleasant. Candle flame workers in the dark. Wind howls through your plating. Your crew draw close as their bellies groan. Oh, it's eating my supplies. Well, that's fun. Let me get out of this as soon as possible. Also, I can't really push against the wind very well, so let's go across and not die. That seems like a plan. Okay, I'm not quite where I need to be. Part of me wants to go just directly to the center of this place, where I assume the primary port will be. Their equivalent of New Winchester. But another part of me wants to explore all this. That dumb part of me that really doesn't want to survive. That part of me is the one that wants to do this. Oh good, it's oozing. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. Oh, a cave ahead. Hermits and mystics often retreat to places like this. I'm being pushed around without my... Whoa, okay. Whew. This is odd. A single candle burns in the cave entrance, not to offer light, but to deepen the darkness beyond. The hermit lingers at the edges of sight, their rags the remnants of a Z-captain's uniform. Two of their eyes are closed tight. The third, carved with scars into their arm, seems to stare through you. Well, let's observe the hermit. Something still drives them down here in the dark. If you say so. The hermit whispers to the darkness. They pay you no mind as you look at their few remaining possessions. A trading log from a place far away. A faded photo of a love last seen in old London. A diary that begins with the scholarly descriptions of Eleutherian wonders and ends with nothing but scribbles of the same eye carved into their flesh. The last coherent entry is dated November 1886. And it is now June 11th, 1905. Whoa, what? What the devil? Okay, got stuck there. There's like no wind, but it's also pushing me around. This is kind of tough. This is a little bit difficult to control. Okay. Like, let me just stand for a minute. Okay, we're still here. There was just a wind there, I guess. I didn't see. With no evidence of the wind being there. It's fine. This place seems delightful. Also, 1886, pretty sure that's when Sunless Sea was, occurring, which to me implies that that was what happens if you follow the merchant. Crew have lowered their voices. No one speaks louder than a whisper. Beware, Captain. Grievers slumber here. Oh, good. Some new threat for me to discover. What'd you find? You know what? I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to go to the center of this place. I'm going to assume that that is where the main port is, and we'll be fine. Could you not? Oh, that thing's alive and a threat. Good. Good. I'm out. Bye. Oh, good. Good. Yep. We're just going to keep on walking. Just keep on walking. This is how you survive in a dangerous place. You just keep on moving. Keep on pressing forward. Don't even look at the monsters on the side. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, if we're taking the Reach to be the colonies, this place, I mean, I don't know. This is my first exposure to it. I literally only know what was in the newsletters. So, you know what? Looking at this might be inspired by, Unir Pan, the unruly heart of Eleutheria. This might be inspired by, like, the jungles of Africa or South America. Just with all the overgrown wildlife. Maybe. But that's something I'm, like, not willing to touch on until we actually have some more exposure to things. The hour in Pan. Clocks are not welcome in Pan. Instead, the musical piping that emits from the adamant idol dictates the time. The devils of the Brazen Brigade interpret it and inform the city of the current hour and the activities associated with it. An hour may be of any duration. The longest one on record lasted a month, and they occur in no fixed order. A wise captain heeds the hour before setting foot in Pan. It is the hour of leaving, when thoughts turn to far-off places. Sometimes the idol's piping is rhythmic and stirring. This is the hour of leaving, when wanderlust sweeps the city like a sudden plague. Recruiting crew at Pan is temporarily more effective. Ooh, interesting. So different hours have different effects. As exuberant as an old pirate den of the Caribbean, Pan's station teams with thieves and merchants, smugglers and evangelicals of inventive new cults. In a grove nearby is the seat of the Cypress King, who has little power. Interesting. Pan has no ruler, but it does have a king. The position is not a powerful one, nor secure. The only real authority is to rule on any disagreements that can't be settled at the forum. During the Hour of Thorns, anyone can challenge the king, and if successful, take the crown. Oh dear. In a burgundy grove, shaggy with vines and moss, the current Cypress King resides, a proud poet of the neo-nocturnal school, who wrote works condemning society's hypocrites. His tongue is barbed, his pen venomous, and his temper is as thin as cheese wire. Consider bringing spore reports to the king. Storytelling is forbidden in Pan, and one of the duties of the Cypress King is to trade mysteries for Skyfarer's stories of other places before they can be inflicted on the city at large. Curious. Though the dockside businesses use sovereigns for convenience, for most other purposes, mysteries are a more valuable currency in Pan. It is the city of secrets and of initiations. Cypress King will trade Eleutherian mysteries for your port reports. You can trade these for various functions in Pan. We got a different currency system. Okay. Yeah, how do I get out of here? The relay station you used to enter the region was broken. How then might you leave? You're informed that the Eagles Empyrean, London's nominal allies in opening the path to the sky, maintain a transit gate that leads back to the Reach. The Empyrean lies somewhere in Eleutheria, beyond the Belt of Midnight. Thanks. Well, Let's go to the King's Idol Station. Here is Pan, the dusky heart of Eleutheria. Built upon the sundered remains of a cathedral of the heavens, now overgrown with midnight groves, it is a refuge for rebels, outcasts, and pariahs, for the unloved, the unmourned, and the unbelievable. Several factions have claimed fragments of the ruins, but the central dock is a neutral ground. It heaves with crowds, and the air is filled with cries and music and raving and... I'm sorry, I misread that as slaughter. It's just laughter. It's fine. Repair the hull. Thank you very much. Recruit new crew and officers, possibly. I mean, I have enough crew, so I guess there's no officers for me to get, so... Oh well. What do we got? The night market, where things are sold. Neat, I suppose. Daedalian engineering. Let's see here. Some weapons, which apparently are upgrades, just judging from the price tag on them. Rose and adamant plating. Ooh. Strong as the gates of hell, impenetrable as the mind of God. An elaborate motif of chained roses provides the perfect finish. And then you got Pergamon category. Oh, okay. Gates of ivory. These heavy doors of carved carmine bone distort distances in the place behind them. Ooh. Neat stuff, but also not really what I'm looking for. And here, ooh. Ooh. Oh, but I want it, though. I mean, really, either of these look like my kind of thing. This one more so than the other. But, ooh. Ooh. The Medea-class destroyer. Forceful, terrible, unbreakable. This is Apollo's chariot manufactured only in Pan. These engines are designed to withstand transversal through Eleutheria's dark night. I mean, I could really use that, though. Oh, well. Really, I could just use any kind of upgrade at this point. Ooh. A thundering puissance. The terror of the skies, the harbinger of conflict. I mean... Ooh. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted by the cool-looking engines. The bank still works. So, now that we have a place to go... Whoa. A shady figure beckons you into the shadows. You have the bombazine for the Empyrean. He realizes you are not his contact and bolts. But I already have the information. 3 rolls should be worth something to the Eagle's many enemies. Eagle's Empyrean lies some way to the south of Pan. Haha! And cedes to us... Achilles. A battle-scarred youth waters a patch of soil. Nothing yet, they say, smiling. When I was a ring breaker on Achilles, we tried starting a garden in the marsh. Didn't take. Could have been beautiful, though, I'm sure. Sigurd would love to try again. Some way to the east-southeast of Pan. I mean, might as well take these, really. There's no reason not to, as far as I can tell. Yeah, apparently I can abandon them worst-case scenario. And I don't have any port reports, so let's go see what else is out here. See what wonders there are, if any. Send the bat out. And in the worst-case scenario, we are on... Oh. What the devil is that? Wait, you have a second place, right? What? Winters reside. Okay. A single street cuts through the groves. It houses an immaculate copy of London architecture. 3 of the revolutionaries governing Calendar Council live here. February, January, and ineffable December. Oh! Curious. Corncrake House. The Georgian house is 3 stories high with silhouettes at every window. How's the Calendar Council doing? I can't do anything with this. Well, let's see here. Nothing I can do here, so we'll worry about that later. This solitary cobbled street. The street nestles amidst the ruins and trees of Pan, one end a budding and overgrown grove. Grove. Sorry, give me a moment. Need some water in me. There we go. A little bit better. Pardon the groaning. Old chair, you understand. The street nestles amidst the ruins and trees of Pan, one end abutting an overgrown grove. Revolutionaries with secateurs wage continual war, rebuffing vines, attempting to claim the cobbles. The Georgian houses are well kept and cleaner than they ever were in London, but only one is lit up. It's the focus of activity here. Outside it, revolutionaries trade, compare wounds, and practice tirades. Their home here offers them solace and restoration before the next battle. Curious. Mingle with the revolutionaries. They can speak freely here. Could gain you a savage secret or a sky story and a tale of terror. Savage secret it is. This pair of revolutionaries are engaged in vigorous debate. One calls the xenophilic youth over to break the deadlock. The other waves him away. He can't join us. He has to hear the story separately. What, you actually obey that law? Why? There's a grimace, but no adequate response. What? I cannot do any of this. Need to perform an errand for them. Share what you've learned of Eleutheria? Need 2 Eleutherian mysteries. Okay. Negotiate for a captivating treasure. Accept an offer to join the revolutionaries. Okay, but I haven't done anything for them, so they're not going to let me do anything, is what I'm getting out of this. Alright. Oh, you know what it probably is I have to get... Okay. I need to speak with these guys and get better connections to the revolutionaries. I get it. I see what's happening. Alright. Well, let's move on. Oh, what are you? Empyrean Outrider. And you're not hostile. Great. One thing that doesn't want me dead. I mean, we're just gonna head south. Hopefully... Well... Yeah, hopefully we find the Empyrean. Now that we know that our Outriders are not hostile, they're probably the best option we have. Yeah, this is very jungle-like. Hermit lives here, a somber crewman informs you. Look deep into the belt of midnight, hoping for wisdom. If you say so. What's this? Oh, what? Requires a saying, which I don't have. A pre-human ruin, igneous and ignobly forgotten. Yeah, this has very much feel like a deep lost jungle. It's less Lovecraftian than I expected, actually. I was expecting more cavernous surroundings. It's still dark and a little bit peculiar, but not as hostile as I sort of expected it to be. That's a weird effect. I can't... Like, my brain's saying, is that a lake? Is that... oh, God. Okay, anyway, sorry. Can't stare at that water too long. It's kind of breaking my brain a little bit. Come on. Let's find ourselves a port, huh? Well, what'd you find? Oh. The Belt of Midnight, an engineer whispers. Beware of dowsers. Oh! Oh! Yeah, remember how I was saying it feels less hostile? Well, that's fixed. Oh, good. I'm gonna go... Well, hey, buddy. Oh, were you not hostile? I kind of assumed you were. Well. This is bad. This is not fun. Okay. How about you just die, and then we don't have to do this anymore, huh? Okay. Okay, that might have been mean-spirited of me. But in my defense, you are kinda not... Ooh, not very kind. You're also bleeding a bit, I see. Oh, come on now, that should have hit you. Ah. Dang it. I'm gonna get killed by this thing. And I'll be quite upset if that did happen, but it didn't. A scribe spinster defeated. The splintered remains of the spinster turn slowly. The skies are full of fluttering paper. It's as if someone brought confetti to a funeral. The scribe spinster... Huh. The scribe spinsters were wrought from bronze wood, now popular with London train wrights and cabinet makers. Or recover sheaves of parchment. The spinsters sew them into their coats and wings, yellowed with age, blotched with mildew, splintered with writing. Who knows what secrets they may hold? I mean... Oh yeah, that's what I think. It might be Africa-inspired as in the Dark Continent, but also South America, we had a lot of exploration down there. You know, deep jungles is what I think this is more inspired by than anything else. Again, deep jungles from the Victorian era. Cool, is the successful expedition finding me a port to stop at? Because that'd be nice. It did say south of the Belt of Midnight, right? That was where the Empyrean was? Curious. Oop. Oh, we're near whatever this is. You look like a destroyed something or other. Broken stones ahead signal this was once one of the great roads of Eleutheria. Oh. A meeting at the crossroads. A figure waits by the signpost. In silhouette, it resembles a woman in a long skirt. Up close, you hear the clatter of chitin, wrapped in layers of veils and shawls that smell of harsh antiseptic. A measurer, the stories go. Few of them have happy endings. The figure introduces itself as Mistress Fathom and offers charity of a sort. A measured charity, to be exact. There's no reading the expression behind the veil. Well, this can only end badly. So let's go with it. Accept a gift of sustenance. The crew must be fed. How splendid, declares Mistress Fathom. Something you need in exchange for something that I may one day want. It disappears behind the crossroad post, leaving no trace. As you return to your locomotive, the quartermaster hurries to meet you. Strangest thing, Professor. I was just looking in the hold and I found all those extra supplies. Waste Waif must have taken pity on us, eh? Yeah. I made a deal with monsters. Well, hopefully there will be no negative repercussions for that. That's typically how these things work out, right? You know, I never read Heart of Darkness, which is kind of a shame. I'm told it's like a classic. But just never had the chance. Well, I've had the chance, I just haven't actually taken the chance to do it. You look like something that might require... a splinter of a lost... Yep, a saying. I like how I picked the one thing I have no use for. When I say that, I picked the mining tool. Should have apparently got the assaying tool. Or the butchery tool. One of the two. Kind of annoyed about that. But it's fine in the grand scheme of things. It's probably fine. Let's send the bat out. See what we find. Yeah, see, I don't have much patience for a slog nowadays. Although if we're talking books that are nicely paced, the Murderbot Diaries. Those are nice little sci-fi series. Which, frankly, is what I'm into. You know, it's a short story, it's... Ooh. The Dementine Reach, you say? But yeah, it's basically a... anxious... robot... Okay, that's fine. But it's not exactly like classic literature, the Murderbot Diaries. I feel like they're not going to be put on anybody's school reading list. Let's leave it at that. Though perhaps they should be, you know. Robot with social phobias. Kind of nice. Oh, come now. You keep finding things back there. Find me something I can actually dock with. I need a story for this place. Just get a feel for it. I hate this bat. I hate him. You shouldn't be happy that you managed to do nothing. And now it's frozen. Okay. Was that the lag of something loading? Maybe. Although I gotta say, that music really needs to stop. I would be much happier if it stopped. Oh, you look like a port. The rat brigade whispers amongst itself words like Valkyrie and Nightingale. I have questions. Oof, look at this place. Achilles. Oh wow, it's on fire. Huh. You disembark onto a soggy wooden platform barely supported by the marsh mud below. It leads past several squalid huts and the hull of scavenge engines to the warmth of a marketplace on wooden stilts. Nearby, what remains of an ancient monastery just holds on against the ravages of time in the swampy grounds below. Enter the port. Something is going on down the other side of the monastery. Fire flickers. Treachery carries on the wind. A woman smoking a cigarette watches from the shadows, unaware of your presence, as a group of grizzled skyfarers attempts to force the monastery's doors. Unlike the crumbling stone, these are made of solid new metal, and more than up to the task of repelling the attack. However, with every blow against them, the monastery itself seems to shudder. Dust rains from up high. Stones creak. It will not take much before something gives. I mean, it's not my problem, but at the same time, you can make it your fight. Let's do that. You summon a few of her crew with a wave back to the locomotive before you can join the attack, however. Hojo Toho. The war cries echo through the marsh. Urchins, ring breakers from old London, from the look of them, surge at the attackers armed with broomsticks with sharp objects taped on the end, colander helmets, and cardboard armor. In the name of the Valkyrie, they shout, launching their attack. For Sigrid. They swiftly rout the attackers. The woman with the cigarette is long gone, leaving behind nothing but the smell of expensive ash. What? I have so many questions. Huh. Well, rotting wooden huts on stilts stretch up from the marshland, connected by rickety walkways and gently swaying rope bridges. Red paper lanterns line the path, offering just enough flickering light to avoid unfortunate tumbles into the dark mud below. Ringbreaker urchins in colander helmets and tea-tray armor stand slack to attention, longing for a little trouble. Compile our report first. This is a small place, won't take long. Everything here seems to revolve around tea and spice and a special blend made in the monastery that nobody you speak to appears to have tasted. We are not worthy of Midnight's favor, they all tell you through unsmiling faces, before offering you a special deal on some other blend or incense that they just happen to have. Yeah, Snow Crash. Again, that is one I do actually need to. I need to read that, because I've heard it's a mockery of the cyberpunk genre, or like a, not a mockery of it, but like a, what's the term? Satire? Kind of? I haven't actually had an experience with it, so I wouldn't know, but something I do need to read at some point, just to have said, yeah, I've read that thing. Deconstruction, yes! There's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Iced Java. I could really use some right now. Well, anyway. Visit the Court of Tea and Spices. The bulk of the market is devoted to brews and incense, and the almost priceless Midnight's Favor. Every breeze carries a different scent. I was under the impression nobody tasted Midnight's Favor. Curious. Oh my, there are a lot of options here. Clouds of rich scent hang in the air. Though the market is small, it is bustling with both London and native Eleutherian traders. Each cramped stall and barrow is piled high with the region's finest tea leaves, opiates, salts, and spices. Ask about Midnight's Favor. Yeah, stories say it's blacker than night and tastes even deeper. Your inquiries draw a little but averted eyes and apologies that we are not worthy of Midnight's Favor. The select few who trade in it consider it far too precious to simply sell. Curious. Oh, Murgatroyds. Visit Murgatroyd's Taste of Albion. Even out here, you can get a mug of Murgatroyd's finest. Although one of the more professional-looking barrows in the market. Am I not understanding what a barrow is? Because I remember those being like barrow mounds where corpses are buried. Curious. The Murgatroyd family special tea blends with... Murgatroyd family special tea blends have gained a little traction. Proprietress Amberly Murgatroyd glares at you from behind a slender cigarette holder, twitching at the inconvenience of your presence. I suspect I know. She might be the lady who was at the monastery. Curious. Ask about Sigrid and the urchins. The urchins seem young to be in a position of authority. That little scrot and her infernal playmates. Amberly shakes her head. I blame the parents if she'd had any. No discipline. A few damn good spankings never did me any harm. Today's youth could do with getting to know the back end of a slipper. Just look at my sister Melusine. Well, isn't she delightful? I mean, Victorian era, 1900s, different sensibilities and all that. Speak with Amberly Murgatroyd, why not? Alright, many fellow Albioners this far into Eleutheria. Are you here to buy? Amberly glances around looking for a distraction. If you're not here to buy, I don't know why you're here, unless she sizes you up. Perhaps that sounds like an opportunity in the offing. Amberly lights a fresh cigarette. I'm sure you've heard of Midnight's Favor. It's all anyone wants around here. Well, I have plans to deal with that. Were you to assist me when the moment presents itself, well, I would be most grateful, in a most profitable way for us both. Ominous. Very ominous. No, not doing that. Inquire about the family business. The Murgatroyd Company is known for more than tea and crackers. No, they aren't. There's little you cannot learn at their salons for the right price. A more specialized branch of the family tree. Amberly looks at you with disdain. Oh, please, even if I had time for Father's Spy Master games, exactly how much do you think one over here is on the edge of nowhere? She takes a long, pointed drag from her cigarette. Honestly, if you must waste someone's time with such nonsense, go and know my sister Melusine. I think we stash her somewhere in the Reach. Her and her ridiculous inventions. Yes, I'm sure she's got nothing better to do than listen to you. Aww. If I remember, I'd actually do kind of like Melusine, Murgatroyd, but, Let's see what else we got here. Browse the tea barrels, why not? Many of the spice merchants have tattoos on their left cheek, denoting what they sell. The Londoners present have yet to adopt the tradition for some reason. Although this port is mostly famed for its homegrown Midnight's Favor, it is quickly becoming a trade hub for every flavor and blend of tea you could possibly wish for. Customers don't brew them, but bite into the leaves and lick samples off their fingers. Okay. I mean, I guess that would get you the taste of the tea, I guess? I don't know. Weird. Visit the Midnight Garden. Steps lead up to a wooden temple, landscaped with flowers and gravel. Not just anyone is welcome. Mere money will not grease the wheels. Oh. Need to attend a tea ceremony. The noise of the market slowly fades as you follow the rickety wooden steps down to the marsh. Bohemians, calling themselves midnight connoisseurs, have built a wooden pagoda overlooking the monastery to savor the taste of the leaves that grow within. Ask them about the tea. How good could it be? How good can it be to be worth so much trouble? You would even ask, in this place, so close to its presence? The midnight connoisseurs stare at you coldly from behind their teacups. Well. Oh, let's see, I think we've hit everything, so let's see what we got here. I mean, head into the marshes, that seems like a terrible plan. Also, this is a very busy port, I have to say. Wait, the lumberyard? Hold up. I have a place I can bribe bonds. I'm failing to speak English now. Very sad. Buy bronzewood. This place, I can do that. Here. Okay. Alright, seriously though now. Enter the House of Silks. A sleepy warmth oozes through the curtains. Admission is free. What awaits inside is negotiable. Oh my, ooh. Mr. Pipes, you say? Well. The curtains part with a sickly sweet breath of incense. Velvet wraps the insides of the hut like a fine chocolate box, with silk curtains delicately hanging down to provide translucent privacy for guests. Behind, the shadows of wealthy traders lie in the embrace of soft, well-plumbed cushions. Gently sipping from bronze hookah pipes, hookah pipes, until their eyes and troubles are somewhere else entirely. Request an audience with Mr. Pipes. The hooded proprietor keeps to itself at the back of the house. A particularly large hookah pipe delivers smoke into the darkness of its cloak. A gramophone beside it quietly plays a Bach concerto. So there are more of these masters alive. I was under the impression you guys were all dead. A serving boy returns, bowing apologetically. Mr. Pipes is relaxing and has no interest in either chitter or chatter. If you have business, you may present it to one of the staff. Otherwise, his master encourages you to avail yourself of the facilities. Yeah, why not? Ask about Midnight's favor. A place like this should have the specialty of the port. The serving girl shakes her head. We are not worthy of Midnight's favor. Perhaps, in the distance, her cloaked master raises an arm, or at least a sleeve, just a little. A summons. Excuse me, please. Yeah, what the heck. Sit down with a hookah pipe. The cushions are soft, the honeyed incense is sweet. Settle down next to a fellow captain, a tea trader from the Blue Kingdom, still smoking through her death mask, and a figure who prefers to keep their identity private. There's a little conversation. The incense is strong, and each breath from the hookah only serves to wrap the world in fresh, warm layers of cotton wool and half-remembered dreams. Examine this prominent statue. I'm curious. It sits in the middle of the dock, untouched by chalk scribbles or damage. A couple of tattooed spice merchants lean against it, quietly eating their lunch. The mysterious founder can be assumed, if not, someone equally important to the market port. They look somewhat more imp than man, with a flag on their lapel that matches the crest on the nearby wreck of the Vigilant Nightingale. Oh. Peering closely, there's a plaque between the figure's feet. Someone has scratched out all the details, perhaps the subject themselves, preferring to maintain a sense of mystery or plausible deniability. So, the Vigilant Nightingale was an engine that crashed into this place and presumably did a lot of damage to the monastery, just given, what we saw of it. An old, mostly picked-apart locomotive acts as the ring-breaker urchin's kip and base of operations. Two of them guard it sleepily. Oh. One of the urchins jabs at you with a weapon, a broomstick with a knife on the end. Friend or foe? A friend, delivered with an encouraging smile. Good. Enter, friend. This broken-down engine has been comprehensively gutted to serve as the ring-breaker's home and base. Filthy hammocks stretch between metal bars, most full of snoring urchins. There's an extra between there, guys. Anyway, others sit around decorating tea tray armor with bright paints or sparring playfully with wooden sticks. Let's do some training. Their equipment may smack of the schoolyard, but they take their fighting seriously. The ring breakers come at you with much speed and little mercy. Although they only wield regular broomsticks, no sharp objects on these ones for training purposes, they still hurt. Several minutes of being smacked around the legs later, you are forced to yield. And we gain terror from that. Okay. Fair enough. Visit the brig. A series of iron bars have been welded into the stern, ready to hold anyone who might do the port harm. Okay. A mix of angry, doleful, and drunk eyes stare back at you from the darkness. All the prisoners have been stripped to their underthings. The ring breakers do their best to keep them happy by regularly throwing them boiled sweets. It doesn't appear to be working. Well, visit the captain's cabin. The door leads to one of the few rooms that hasn't been gutted. A series of names have been scratched into it, and then scratched out. The only one still readable says Sigrid. Enter, barks a high-pitched voice. Sigrid Spitzdotter, Valkyrie of the Ring Breakers, and the closest thing this port has to law. I have so many questions. Despite being the youngest ring breaker to be declared a Valkyrie, Sigrid has the glare of a seasoned general and the scars to back it up. She sits sternly behind a mahogany desk, almost as tall as she is, carefully engrossed in a copy of Sun Tzu's The Art of War. It is a show of military diligence, only slightly undercut by it being upside down. That's adorable. Ask about the ring breakers. Why are urchins acting like the constabulary in this port? Someone's gotta, right? Sigrid's face is a mixture of pride in her job and irritation at being questioned. Don't just be thinking we're a bunch of kids, you hear the Valkyrie? Greatest warrior in old London, she was. Yeah, well, in her name, we kicked out the old bugger that brought us to the wilderness, to clean out his chimneys or whatever, and now we've a home. Can't blame us for wanting to protect it, right? Even if it is a bit damp in bits. Of course, she adds, can't stay here forever. Rule 1 of the ring breakers. When you're old enough, that's when it's time to go out and find fortune out there, and find others to fill their places. All welcome, just gotta swear by our code, and they're welcome to grab a hammock. At least as long as they don't fart too much in their sleep. Fair enough. About this monastery, though, it dominates the port but stands apart from it, and I'm very curious. Never been in myself, Sigrid admits. Them bohemian types in town are said to know a way, but it ain't through the front door. Anyway, without the tea from the place, we'd not have much of a home. Reckon we'll keep defending it. Valkyrie don't need thanking. Let me guess, we are not worthy of Midnight's favor. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, like them snooty bohemian types would let us try the stuff, Sigurd shrugs. No big problem, nothing wrong with juice. Not unless you drink it after brushing your teeth. Just don't brush them, that's what I say. Probably bad for them anyway, working them over like that. Sure. I mean, they are kids. Oh, asking about the War of Midnight. Ooh. I like that name. Anyway, what's going on between her crew and the attackers? Sigurd's face darkens. Shouldn't let that Amberly Murgatroyd get her boots dry after striding the port. We know it's her trying to destroy the Midnight Tea so everyone will buy Daddy's old scrapings instead, but she's tricksy. And with them claymen of hers always around, we can't go accidentally pushing her off into the marsh. But we'll get her. Oh, yeah. I mean, if I had to choose who to side with, Sigrid all the way. Leave her to her business, though. And I do believe that... Oh, walk down to the monastery. Ooh. The path is narrow and poorly lit. Not many venture this way. Fair enough. I need more soul flaws. Oh. Huh. Petrified veins run down the sides of this ancient structure. 2 giant featureless doors block the crumbling entrance, far too large for any human to open. The metal is unfamiliar but resilient. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of the monastery itself. The ages have not been kind. Nothing for the moment. Why not? We'll head into the marshes. A pair of urchins guard the path out of the market. Wouldn't, warns the older of the two. Nothing out there but plants wanting to eat your face off and water what drives you potty. But they show no interest in stopping you. The marsh beckons. Well, I actually need to take a little bit of a break. Just like 5 minutes. Just a bit of a bio break. So, real quick, if this works. Aha! Back soon. Like 10 minutes. Haha. Surprised that actually worked. Although it would be nice if I had a little transition between those. Anyway. And we're back. In theory. Let's see here. Ooh. A little bit out of breath from that. Sorry, it's because I'm up, like... I'm in the attic rather than in the basement, so... Yeah. Ooh. Alright. Let's continue this. The light of the port slowly... Alright. The lights of the port slowly fade. Beyond lies a forested gray swamp, misted over and filled with leafless black trees that claw at the air. Few venture out here, except to gather incense from what they call Achilles' garden. There are no maps to it. Many do not return, but your head is clear. The path looks manageable. You have nothing to fear. That's not going to be the case for very long. Continue through the marsh, onwards and forwards in search of its secrets. The swamp slurps at your boots. The mist makes it impossible to gauge any real direction. You might have been turned around 100 times and never know it. Cling to the tree lines. They must lead somewhere, or close your eyes and choose a direction. That's always a good choice. Stick to the water, I guess. There may be treasures under its foul surface. Time passes. Land here is so damp. Oh dear. There we are. The land here is so damp and anything built on it likely sank into the marsh many years ago. A toad hops up on a rock. I'm sorry, I did unmute this, yes? Perfect. A toad hops up on a rock, watching you stumble around with an evident sense of amusement. It hops away as if to say, you wish you could do this. The mud bubbles. The air here is poison. Oh. Sorry, running up those stairs apparently did more to me than I thought it would. Ah, dearie me. Continue through the marsh, onwards and forwards in search of its secrets. Let's stick to the water still. I see no reason not to. An encounter. Interestingly. Oh, sorry, this has changed. Your explorations lead to a moment of luck, an old boat by a lake, ready to carry you to slightly drier ground. For a moment, things are peaceful. You're starting to feel a little fuzzy. That's not good. Something looms out of the marsh mist. They hum slightly when tapped, and bear a symbol of an open eye painted in white and red, but otherwise seem to serve no purpose. Eyes and flickering shadows in the mist suggest it's time to move on, and quickly. You climb down a hill to see the ground writhing, snakes, thousands of them. A series of large sporing plants nearby do their best to bring you under their spell. The marsh gas shimmers in front of your eyes. It stings. They bleed tears. Well, this is delightful. Continue. The swamp slurps at your boots. The mist makes it impossible to gauge any real distance. Follow the water currents. Most of the water is stagnant, but the occasional stream runs through to elsewhere. That's usually a good idea. Question mark. Edging past a fallen tree, you narrowly avoid having your hand severed by the snap of a particularly hungry plant. Your stomach rumbles. It may have been days since you last ate, or weeks. With no day cycle, it can be hard to tell. You swat the flies around your head. They don't care. An encounter. Something looms. The Queen of Hours. What? The Queen of Hours. Someone splashes towards you through the marsh, bent with hurry, wearing broad skirts of black and gold. The mist lifts. It can't be. It's the Empress herself. Her renewed majesty. Forging through the mud with her... What? Forging through the mud with her skirts raised around her royal ankles. She looks at you, and her eyes are bright as suns. Have you seen a man pass? Her attention is caught by something in the mist. Albert, dear Albert, don't wander off. She hurries in pursuit of someone you cannot see, and the mist closes hungrily between you. She's gone. Was she ever there? Oh, this is hallucinogenic. Oh. Black trees loom through the mists, their clawed branches rattling despite the lack of any noticeable wind. A family of will-o'-the-wisps dance around a fairy circle, awaiting their next foolhardy volunteer. The poison in the air burns your skin. Is this actively damaging my hull? Have I not been paying attention? Continue through the marsh, I guess? Now I kind of want to pay attention to that. Stick to the water. There might be something useful there. Okay, it's not... If it's draining my hull, it hasn't been doing it recently. Something cracks under your feet, fragments of bone. The mud under your feet bubbles furiously. A fetid smell of dead flesh rises up. You hear music in the distance. The music of Albion, the music of home. Close your eyes and choose a direction, I guess. It's going very poorly right now, so... Continue. Well, as far as I can see, none of this is doing anything. What? You take a moment for a breath of air. In another situation, this could be quite pleasant. Specifically, a warmer, drier, brighter one, and thinking of it from anywhere else in the universe. Stone blocks, like gravestones, are scattered everywhere. The purpose of their memorials are lost to time. The memories of another world begin to fade. Albion, London, the Reach, the stuff of dream, a childish fantasy. You emerge from the mud into a leafy green clearing. Sweet smells compete for your attention. Jasmine, Elysium, rose. Whew! Incense and honey. The garden is a piece of Eden in the grey wastes, green, flourishing, with the sweetness of pollen in the air. A few carnivorous plants take a playful nip as you pass, but none have the reach to snag more than a sleeve. A spring under a looming tree offers ice-cold and clear water. It washes the fog from your mind as it quenches your thirst. After a few minutes watching, the bees buzz between the gem-bright flowers. You begin gathering the garden's bounty, your arms full of pickled flowers. Picked flowers. You turn back for the port. They'll turn a fine profit from the market's incense vendors. Okay. Curious. Head into the marshes again. A pair of urchins guard the exit to the market. They exchange a worried glance as you approach. Sorry, I can't let you get out now. Sigrid's orders. You got mist in the bone box. All the spores and stuff out there wears off. Come back when you're not dribbling so much. Okay. I have questions about that. Didn't get me another soul flaw, so okay. Speaking of which, real quick, let me look at myself. Peculiarities, unaccountably peckish. I do not see where I can find my soul flaws, if any. Oh, there we are. My soul is stained and fermented. Again, not sure what the fermentation's about. Alright. Well, I've got my 2 hours in, but I kind of want to do a little bit more. Let's try to find one more port. If we succeed, great. If we don't, oh well. Oop, something go wrong there? Okay. Weird. Anyway. Sorry if you've been chatting, but something weird happened with my little monitor here, so... I reset it. It seems to be working now. Let me just test. Yep, it's working. Alright. You know what? When you said that this might be inspired by the whole Dark Heart of Africa thing, I think you were right. Oh, you look like a structure of some kind. Curious. Oh, what have you found? Oh, just something over there. Okay. Yeah, you said that already, but also... Wait, is this actually a port, though? Because now it's lagging out and... Okay, weird. Right, that's the thing I can say, but I can't do anything with. So is Aklis the library that these keep referring to, I wonder? This is not our first exposure to a library fragment. Huh. Curious. Well, let's keep going west and see what happens. I'm sure it will be fine. Not a fan of that sound. Oh hey, we found the storm again. You know, that is actually something I want to find. In the, I want to say trailer, or the teaser, however you want to phrase it, for Eleutheria, there was a place that looked like one of those Tesla generator sort of things. Not like a Tesla coil, but you know how you have in sci-fi these generators that just have sparks of electricity arcing between them, which seems like a very inefficient way to handle an engine, but that's another discussion entirely. Yeah, there was a place that looked like that in the teaser. What do you think you found? That's the same place you just sent me. I'm not going back there. Nope. Not dealing with that. That's someone else's problem right there. I mean, I'll go after that, assuming it's a port, because... Well, we shall see. No, Scriver, I don't want to deal with you. No, bad. Go back there. Good. Oh, damn. By the Eagle Khan, I was right. This is the Khanate. Which has neon? I mean, the Khanate was much more advanced than London was. They had electric light and everything, and apparently they have neon. Damn it. Well, the Lane of Lions and Unicorns. A little piece of Albion on the edge of the Imperium, where Her Majesty's Embassy works tirelessly to maintain cordial relations with the Imperials. Her Majesty's Embassy dominates this little street, but the eagle stands above the lion and the unicorn on the street sign. London and the Khanate worked together to enter the High Wilderness, but their alliance since has been tenuous. It is preserved only by desperate diplomatic endeavor and a number of carefully preserved fictions regarding what the other is up to. I mean, of course, introduce yourself at the embassy. They might be glad to receive news from London. Few captains dare venture into Eleutheria. Darkest Eleutheria. The embassy is a fine example of Georgian architecture. Inside, the elegance gives way to a pandemonium of desks, where bureaucrats minutely scrutinize their correspondence. Any mistake could trigger a summons to the Khan and the possible expulsion of the embassy. Each is hunched with age, with hair as white as lustrum snow. The ambassador's secretary is assigned to handle the incoming captains. He reaches over a mountain range of papers with a visa. Please don't make additional work for us. If you must visit the city, be polite. Gather a report. The Eagle's Empyrean is a bastion of light and Eleutheria is dark. Beyond the antique facades of the Lane of Lions and Unicorns, the Imperium rises high in steel and blue light. The constraints of its location necessitates that the Imperium builds upwards. Ugh. Dearie me. Talking used to be better at it. Careful porticos give way to expansive temples and crowded markets. People live cheek by jowl. Light is precious and easily lost. Power is conserved carefully. When times are bad, whole districts go dark. It'll be easy for hopelessness to seep in. The Khan occupies his people with festivals, celebrating his people's history of the old Khanate and constant technological innovation. To be idle is to be afraid here. The Imperium is busy at every hour. Curious. Ask about the transit relay to the Reach. Few diplomats would accept a posting here if they couldn't return to British territory. They know of way back. Not of a way back, by the way. That's not me just skipping words, that's how they wrote it. The gentleman is immediately obliging. We really should put a sign up. It lies some way to the south of Pan, anti-clockwise around the region from here. It's under Imperial control, of course, in accordance with the treaty. He smiles the broad smile of a practiced liar. We thought it would be a nice gesture, let them think they control their borders and all that. For all his confidence, he checked for Imperians in earshot before saying that. Yeah. Nice little bit of imperialism there. Visit the embassy, I suppose. The ambassador is always glad to receive guests, suitably respectable ones at least. Interesting. Empyrean electricity is fascinating, says the ambassador. Fascinating, but dangerous. We must tip the technological balance in our favor. I have one of those. We could smuggle secrets into the Imperium. What have you heard, I wonder, says the ambassador. I know a certain someone who would be most grateful to find out. The ambassador greets you in his study. Instead of a fire burning in the hearth, there is an electrical heater that smells faintly of burning hair. Everything else is comfortingly old-fashioned, from the creaking leather of the armchairs to the vintage of brandy in the drinks cabinet. Question, wasn't electricity already a thing at 1905? I was under the impression it was, but I could very well be wrong. Might not have been until after... God, would it have been after World War I? I mean, let me rephrase that. I know electricity was a thing. Oh, my accent? American, I guess. Like East Coast American. Like, I wouldn't know offhand. Oh, actually, you know what? No. New Englander. That would be it. Not Boston or New York, but just New Englander. The northeast corner of our country, except for Alaska. Our country being the United States of America. Which, again, I don't know what's happening to America in this timeline, because we have no references to the New World, so... Curious. Anyway, enjoy a respite at the Maiden and Unicorn. A tea shop on the edge of the lane, as close to... Ugh. I'm terribly sorry. As close to home as one can be in Eleutheria. There we are. No matter how hard the decor tries, it can't mask the darkness visible from the window, nor soften the electrical light of the Empyrean moon. Oh, but please tell me more about this electrical light of the Empyrean moon. Still, off-duty diplomats congregate around their triangle-cut sandwiches. They drink steeped tea with translators, attachés, and runners. The Maiden and Unicorn is also popular with citizens of the Empyrean. Some come to sample the latest London cuisine, others to do unofficial business with London's embassy, others, like everyone else, just to come to get away from the dark. Okay, part of me wants to go to the Empyrean, like, a lot, but also I want to see this moon they got, so... I mean, we might actually go out... Yeah, well, let's see here first. A stammering eelmonger has a brother who captains one of the Empyrean outriders. Ho! Ho 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 ho! Sometimes the brother ensures crates of ammunition go missing, and then a skyfarer like yourself gets a very good deal on crates of munitions. Yeah, I'm going to be taking all that, thank you. I can find a home for that. For example, right here. I mean... Oh, wait, that's for buying items, not selling them. Ah, yes. Well, let's not do that. Oh, dearie me. Illuminated engineering, though. An Atlanti-class outrider. An electric wonder, ooh. The Atlanti is a far-ranging, versatile explorer. It's the pride of the Empyrean, and they guard its production zealously. Neat. Actually, whoa. Those... Ooh. Ooh. I want it. I want it so badly. You know what? That would make sense. I was starting to think this seemed more like colonial. Like this area we're in, Eleutheria, seems more colonial than the Reach, which I could see that being America. Well, let me rephrase that. I see that being the American in the metaphor, whereas Albion is England, and the Reach is America, and this is the colonies, like Asia, the colonies in Asia and Africa and South America. That makes sense to me. But what I'm wondering is, in the actual world, like Earth, what's happening in the United States? What's happening in North America in the setting of Sunless Sea, Sunless Skies, etc.? I don't think we've ever seen a reference to them. We barely have any reference to Europe in general. So I'm kind of curious about that, but at the same time, I'm not sure I want... Like, I don't want a game focused on that, because this is just too much more interesting. But, yeah. Oh, and we could level up, but we're not going to right now, because I want to go to the Empyrean, and then we might do a quick, run around to find this Empyrean moon, because I'm curious. But after that, I think we do call it quits. Starting to run out of juice to do this. The electric lantern jewel in the Eagle Khan's crown is the only Empyrean city in the wilderness. We shine against darkness, they say. The Visa checkpoint, a modest checkpoint, stands at the end of the lane of lions and unicorns. Visitors to the Empyrean must have their papers checked. There's a queue to get past the guards, but it moves efficiently. Have your visa checked by the guards. They're ready to inspect your papers. You're welcomed to the one true civilization in Eleutheria. You are as free to explore as any citizen. A modest checkpoint stands at the end of the lane, etc. Go to the Ovu of Returned Skies, the spiritual heart of the Empyrean, a sanctuary for its citizens and monument to its entry into the heavens. You set out to the Uvu. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Although you changed the spelling, so I don't know. Passing through the lantern-strung streets of the richer districts, citizens hurry past, some fearfully watching the skies. The belt of midnight is too close for the Empyrean's comfort. The eagle's moon cannot drive away so much dark. Curious. Progress through the streets. Each street is lit by evenly placed electric lights. The light is cold and casts hard shadows. Empyrean citizens hurry by in silks and cloth. There's always somewhere to be in the Empyrean. All who live here work. There's no space for idleness. Sounds a lot like just the modern world to me, but okay. Spot a bespectacled official. A imperial man has been following you since you left the lane of lions and unicorns. The bespectacled official sidles next to you and adjusts his cravat. I need an observer to bring me the latest on the work world, Port Prosper and the mines in Lustrum. Perhaps we could discuss it over a little tea and a friendly game of mahjong. There's a little park on the lane of lions and unicorns. I'd be by the rose bush. A rose bush? The gentleman must be a member of the Rose Without Thorns, the Empyrean's foreign office. He wishes you to spy for him. Yeah, but it's profitable though, so sure. Also, I kind of like this civilization more than my own, so, you know. A nod is enough. The official adjusts his glasses, you go your separate ways. Bring back port reports on Lustrum, Port Prosper, and Brabazon Workworld to the official, and we get some money out of that. I mean, the Uvu stands before you, as promised, a mass of stone and bone, forming a labyrinth around a mound. A withered branch from a massive silver tree rises towards the sky. From it hangs a cobalt-hued kadang, or kadag. That's a word I've never seen before, so I'm sure it's a thing. I don't know what it is, though. Here the electric lights have given way to paper lanterns. They hang from cords that zigzag the square surrounding the central mound. You follow the lanterns, passing between the stacks of stone and wood and bone. It is built like a labyrinth. Mosaics on the walls depict the history of the Eagle's Empyrean, its fall and its rise, through the gates of the avid horizon to here. You eventually find your way to the center. A statue of a woman stands there, dressed in the ceremonial robes of an imperial queen. She is reaching up. The ceiling above you is a dome, painted like a starry sky. Suspended from it, reaching down for the woman's hand, is a statue of an elegant courtier. After a while, a troop of very polite guards escort you out of the Empyrean to the port. You've seen enough for today, they say. Fair enough, fair enough. I do want, before I collapse entirely... Yes, I want to see this Empyrean moon. And yeah, we did get Austria in Sunless Sea, but that's about it. And I guess technically we got a little bit of Italy, I guess. Because you surfaced at Italy. Sorry, voice is starting to give out. You did surface at Italy, but I mean... There's so much you didn't know about the continent, and just the world in general. Which again, makes sense in Sunless Sea. I wouldn't really want it any other way, but... I don't know, just like a hint would be nice. By any chance, could you find me this Empyrean moon? Which I suspect is a giant... Yes, giant lighthouse, probably. Oh, you look terrible. Ooh! Hey, I see some electricity arcing back and forth here. This looks dangerous. Let's go inside and see what this is about. Oh my, look at you. The Khan's Palace. I found the relay. I mean, I have to find the price out, right? Which one was it? Left or right? Yeah. Anyway, ooh. Dang it. Well, that's gonna be fun to fix later. Travel to the Reach. You need 3 carefully packed crates of munition. Well, okay. Oh, remain in Eleutheria. Come on, let me get out. There we are. Okay, I mean, I only have 3 hull left, so we're gonna have to be extremely careful. But let's give it a quick look around and then... Yeah, come on, just don't attack me, please. That's all I ask. Not to be attacked. I'm so very curious, though. I mean, they said this Empyrean moon is protecting them from the Midnight Belt. So I'm assuming it's somewhere nearby. Just based on basic logic. you know? Huh. Possible I'm wrong about that, though, because I don't see it. See a lot of lightning, see a lot of everything else, but nothing that looks moon-like. Huh. Oh well. Let's see here. I say. Curious, curious, curious. Well, I guess no Empyrean moon, unless it's this thing, which we're going to find out in a future episode, because we really need to get back to the main port. Although I suppose, what's our Sovereign situation like? Yeah, we only have 61 left. Ugh. I think I can buy some more fuel here, but that's, yeah. We'll buy the 3 bits of fuel we can get, and then we have to head back, because, well, yeah. Now that we've actually made it to Eleutheria, I don't want to die in Eleutheria. For some reason, you know. Can't imagine why. Oh, dearie me. Oh, what the Ark of Talon. Also, just look at this architecture. It looks so cool. I'm sorry, but I like the little cyberpunk question mark aesthetic that they got going on. It's just, it's one of those things I have a weakness for. Alright, just quickly slide in there. Okay, by the way, can anyone fix my... No, it doesn't really look like that. Alright. It looks a lot like nobody's going to be fixing my engine, but... oh well, let's go. We just need to make it back halfway across the map. It's going to be fine. We only have 3 hull, 1 crate of supplies, but it's probably going to be fine. Probably. Resume. Yeah, we'll do more exploring of this on Tuesday. Right now, let's just get back home and hope for the best. This is the Belt of Midnight where lightning goes to die. I mean, it doesn't seem to be dying. It seems to be a lot of... Yes, seems to be a lot of what's happening here. I feel like your title is misleading. For some reason. Oh, fuck. No. You looked into the dark and the dark looked back. That's unpleasant. That appears to be dangerous. Oh. Oh, fuck you, no. You're a dowser? I don't know what that means. Oh! Okay, that needs to stop. That needs to not happen. I can't fight you at this point. I am way too damaged for that. Yeah, just get stuck over there. Come on. Go a little bit faster, please. Well. Well. So, what I'm thinking is, we realistically do not have a way to get back all that way. Shoot. You know what? It's fine. I'm just going to satiate my curiosity real quick here. And we're going to try it again, except without the dying this time. And if that thing comes back at me, we might try to kill it, I guess. I am not confident enough in my ability to dodge. To the point where I'm like, yeah. Oh, they're attracted to light. Ah, well. I probably should have guessed that. Seeing as I can now turn it off. That would make sense. Also, there's no Empyrean moon as far as I can tell. Again, unless it's that huge thing on the map, that little splotch. I want to check that real quick. Because it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just an island. Just a normal old island that has these little arches on it. I mean, it's cool, but yeah. Alright, so these dowsers, they're attracted to light, you say. Okay. How bad of an idea is that, exactly? Oh, you don't update it? Ah. You kids, and you're not updating it dynamically. Oh, great, the candle wind. Well, the candle wind, rather. That's gonna make things more fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna imprison the loudest one. I don't really have a way out of the candle wind. Like, not an effective way. Ah, come on, come on. Just go a little bit further across from it. Oh, shit. I really wish that scavenging did something. But it don't. And it makes me sad. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. Yeah, you say it's Karnas, but I can't really do anything with that knowledge. Like, I can't dock anywhere here. Also, I should not be sending my bat out. That was a bad mistake. And yeah, I'm not going that way, so screw that. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Nightmares, you are not alone. Tonight the stars are hard and cold, sleep eludes you. Go for a walk, the corridors are quiet, save for the thrum of busy pipes. An insistent visitor. Passing along an outer corridor, you're surprised by a face pressed against the outside of a window. The frosted jowls, the bristly moustache, is the same corpse that drifted into the path of your vessel. Ignore it, trail of the winds will blow it off, who knows, maybe it's even good luck, like a mascot. Gain 20 terror, woof. See, the carmine hue of the stained glass gives the face a ruddy cast, like an uncle who overindulged at Christmas. Over the next few days, you see the face on several other occasions, always at a different window, no one else on the crew mentions it. Yeah, we're not doing so great. We're a little bit fearful at this point. Again, if I'd chosen a saying instead of mining, I could do something with that, but... I thought I'd have more opportunities to mine. I was under the impression this place was supposed to be cavernous instead of being jungly. But that's just me reading into something. Yes, let's bombard the scenery. This is a good choice. Oh, you know what? I could probably change that to shift, actually. Now I'm looking at it. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, I don't use shift for anything, so yeah, that's going to be toggle light now. Oh. What about caps lock? Replace. Ha. Yes. Okay. I like that better. Yeah, Pan's a calling. And that's not Pan, that's the Calendar Council, which I do have some questions about, but... Actually, I wonder, is the entire Calendar Council around here? Well, we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to get to Pan, get some food in us, and be done with it. Ah, dear. It is the hour of arguments, when the factions of Pan gather in the Forum to debate and quarrel. The piping of the adamant idol has become a military march. It is the hour of argument, where Pan's inhabitants gather at the Forum to resolve matters that can't be settled through a payment, a duel, or a murder. The artists of the Neo-Nocturnal School maintain the Forum. Their sculptures of long-limbed ecstatics litter the stage. I have several questions there, but okay. I received a savage secret or a vision of the horizons or supplies. I do need those, so let's partake of the feast. Not killing each other is hungry work. A feast is provided each session to keep things civil. Tables at one side of the Forum are laden with spiny burgundy fruit, wizened nodules you decide to imagine are nuts, and skewers of smoked meats. Pan's Grove have learned to bloom in the dark, and the lower territories of the city are overgrown with fertile vines, combed by foragers. Delightful. That wasn't incredibly useful, but wasn't terrible. Trade port reports for Eleutherian mysteries. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. Your report caduceus quality is gone. I'm sorry, caduceus? Piranesi? What? I don't know where either of those are. In a private audience, the rules in Pan say that a story can only be told to one other person. You reveal your information to the king. In turn, they hint at Eleutheria's boundless secrets, to the reason the sun darkened, the nature of the war that was once fought here, to the ancient duties of the grievers and the departed that now haunt the wilds. Curious. Huh. Repair the locomotive for obvious reasons. Better, please, if we could. How much am I paying you guys? I mean, this is an annoying way to do things, but sure. Fine. Harumph. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that was not worth it. Although, we might have made this a little bit profitable. Just a wee bit. Sell all but 3, which are gonna go into the bank. So I can eventually escape this place, if I so choose. And yeah, I do think we need to upgrade our weaponry in a big way. But I also really need more fuel. Like 4 supplies. I guess 7 fuel. Nope. Don't want to escape just yet. I want to plan, want to think. Want to debate. Don't know how I'm going to pull this off. Alright. Well, next episode we're going to be... Well, I say next episode. Next stream, we're going to be exploring a bit more of Eleutheria. At this point, I'm pretty well drained, so... Note that follow button if you haven't followed already. Thank you very much for showing up, and thanks for chatting with me, guys. This has been fun. You guys have a good night. Or morning. Or day. Time's weird.